Today, I will be sharing the most insane law of attraction story on the entire internet, entire YouTube, and probably the entire world. I know I'm setting the bar so high up that you probably think the story will never reach all the expectations, but it will blow your mind, I promise. Not even Jeff Bezos could buy what I experienced. Also, not Elon Musk or some rich person in the world. Nobody can experience what I experienced. Even better than Leonardo DiCaprio himself. Stay with me. All the footage here is no stock footage. I recorded it myself when I was there. I had the entire Leonardo DiCaprio, The Beach movie island and even more islands just for myself and for me alone. Sounds unbelievable and crazy. We'll turn back time to the pandemic and let's start with the most insane story on the internet. So let me tell you that yes, there was a life for me before all the bad things happened that you already watched probably here on my channel, because last month I couldn't even pay my rent and stuff like that. Money wise, I went downfall very bad the last few months or the entire last year or 2 years, super bad for me, but that's a story from before and it all happened because that pandemic kicked in. But I will turn back time even further. It's a law of attraction story that I'm about to tell you. And when I watched around the year 2000, The Beach with Leonardo DiCaprio, I was a teenager back then. And I watched the movie in the cinema and it blew me away. It had everything a male, a teenager wanted. A paradise place, an unbelievable place, a love story with that French girl. If you haven't watched the movie, I recommend it right now. 100% go watch The Beach. It's an old movie. I know it kicks in different when you watch it in these times right now than it was back then. Anyway, watch it. And the place, it's Maya Bay in Thailand where they filmed The Beach. Is unbelievable is not the right word. There are no words for it. It's like another dimension, universe stuff. You can only dream about a place like that. The sense, the definition of beauty. It really is. Back then I was blown away and that movie had an impact on me. Such an impact. That movie stayed in my heart and in my brain and I think, of course, in my subconsciousness forever since then. And somehow, back then, I fired up something which will lead up to the most insane law of attraction story. Because somehow everything arranged itself that I could experience the place just for myself. Like in the movie, I said at the beginning, even better than Leonardo DiCaprio, and that's right, because he was there working with all the film crew. You know, you see him, on the paradise place here, but all around, imagine cameras, do it again, scene 36, come on, do it again, and cut and stuff and light and all the vehicles driving around because they brought some additional trees. And that's not really the paradise what you see in the movie. But I had the paradise without the filming team, without tourists, without anyone there. And as they swam over to the island, I took a kayak because in pandemic times there were no boats running for a period of time. And the island, actually it consists of many islands, it's the PP Islands, they were shut off from the mainland and there was a period of time where not even anyone could reach the island.
Die Inseln hier in Thailand, die machen dicht. Kein Boot darf mehr anlegen, keines darf mehr ablegen, nicht mal eine Fähre oder ein Speedboot.
No ferries going, nothing. And then I just gave some baht, that's what you pay or the money in Thailand is, to some guy, borrowed a kayak, hired a kayak.
But now I'm walking here on the Long Beach and I found someone who will give me a kayak for one day. No, only me. Yeah. Tomorrow, only me, thank you. And I come at 7 o'clock in the morning. Okay. Very good.
And it was a adventure.
Since more than 20 years, the dream of this island did not let go me. Back then, I did not even have a clue where the island is located. one thought doesn't leave me. Can I go there on my own strength, paddling on a simple plastic kayak on the open sea? But so many things could go wrong.
Not knowing what's under yourself and your kayak and just rowing down there towards the movie scene of the beach.
You can see the moon up there shining beautiful. Here's my kayak. And I'm gonna hop on my kayak right now and I have to paddle 10 kilometers.
Out there, on the deep dark ocean, I feel freedom. The sunrise to my left. I am alone out here. Better not to think about what is down there in the deep dark water.
So that's me out in the open water, having the goal over there. I can see it.
Beach. You see how excited I am? It was really like that. Alone on my kayak, maybe a little bit dangerous, a little bit crazy, super crazy by the way actually. And that's what I did. And more than 20 years later, it really happened. So as I said, they swam over and I took the kayak to the same island.
On a little kayak against nature and the sea. To my left, there is the sun rising.
Can you imagine the feeling and how excited I was on the kayak, knowing that in a few moments I will reach the island? Unbelievable. So as I said, and that's why I believe in the law of attraction, because money-wise, it never worked for me. But with that thing that lived so deep inside myself, everything arranged itself that I could experience that. But you see the crazy pictures in a second. How could I even get to Thailand in the pandemic times? It was like breaking into a prison. I had to do so many documents here in my home country before I could actually travel to Thailand. There were so many things to do. And if you could get all those papers, you had to stay with the day when you arrive and leave 16 days in quarantine, alone in a hotel. They would knock on the door outside of the hotel room, put the food there, run away, and you'd never see a single person. During that time, so many people, so many Thai people, they jumped out of the window because of depressions, because 16 days, nobody with them, only alone, and yeah, some suicides happened actually, and that's the sad story of all that pandemic quarantine stuff. Yeah, and I survived that, and every day in the hotel I was just thinking, yeah, just hold on, just be patient, because you will experience such a great time. And in fact, the best time in my entire life. Let me put it like this. Before I said Jeff Bezos couldn't buy that oil in Musk, nobody could set that up how I experienced it. And I always say it's a chance once in a lifetime. But that's not true. I think that's a chance once on the earth here, because I think something like that will never ever happen again. It's packed full of tourists usually before the pandemic and right now again. And I had a little time window and I used the perfect time window to go there. So after the quarantine, I traveled to the island and it was so complicated and there were no people because of all those complicated things just to enter Thailand. Then going on the ferry to the PP Islands. As I said, there are many islands, and even we're not going to Maya Bay yet. The PP Islands are paradise on its own, on itself. And I had, everything is so crazy, an entire premium resort for myself. There were times not even a single guest was there. I had the entire resort for myself with the view directly over to their beach. Can you imagine that? I had food on the beach, being the only guest there. It's like 3 waiters, waitress taking care of me at the same time because I'm the only guest there. I could jump into the pool, I could do anything, whatever I wanted to do. It's such a crazy story, yeah. And to that moment, when I decided I take the kayak early in the morning, go over there and experience the most unbelievable day in my entire life.
And there's still enough energy left. Wow. I'm speechless. I have no words for that. Wow.
this is not it yet. My destination is Maya Bay. Even though my hands, shoulders, and arms hurt.
Okay, I'm not finished yet. Off to Maya Bay, let's go. I wanna go there. I wanna see it, no matter what.
So, and then I arrived. I went over there many times, but see how that's all real footage that I recorded. I had a drone with me as well.
What is happening right now? Am I the only one on Maya Bay? Now that's the moment. Is this true? I'm the only one on Maya Bay. Look at this, I can't believe it. Am I dreaming? What is going on? Is it real life? I'm not sure. These are the moments when I want to be really thankful. Thanks to the Lord, to the universe, or whoever is up there or somewhere, is giving me such great presents to be here alone with no tourists. I can speak freely, not disturbing anyone here. I even can run. Look at this. And look, oh my god, at this wide range of beach and sand.
Actually, you don't even have to go to Maya Bay because everything, the people islands, no tourists, like paradise. sometimes I would sit alone on the beach, having a beer or something, looking at the stars and just not believing that it is real life. Yeah, that really happened. And because they banned all the boats and everything, even the sharks came back. They are not dangerous, by the way, you can swim with them, I did it many times. Came back and it was paradise. Unbelievable. And that really happened. I think that's the most insane story on YouTube. Nobody has to tell a story like that one here on entire YouTube. So I want to share the story with you. And somehow, as you can see, the law of attraction really worked. It never worked for me for money because, to be honest, I did not have to spend that much money there because they were like searching for guests to earn a little bit. So it was super cheap to live in a premium resort. And it was cheap and I could use my savings. The food, everything was 50% off, so I could order food and it was super cheap because no guests, no tourists there. Everything came in line and perfectly set up just to have the experience of my entire life. I'm so thankful for that, and you always should be thankful for everything you have, and I'm so thankful for that experience. And as I said, nobody can do that again, never ever probably. And there are so many stories to tell in addition. I stayed overnight at some pirate coves and bays and beaches, and snakes came out of the water. I made a fire and then some centipedes as well. Centipede thing crawling over my bed, just a towel there.
On my camera, and now it's going somewhere, I don't know. But this is scary shit. Oh shit! Holy shit!
This shit is fucking scary because right here there was a huge snake several times on this towel where I'm just laying here. Right.
Holy shit. This is a sea or water snake coming on land. Man. Oh, shit. It's under my car. Shh. Holy fucking shit. Stop.
Fuck. There, and I was sleeping there overnight. I had adventures and adventures and adventures. I could talk about that like 5 hours because it was so beautiful. And now that's the next thing that you probably cannot believe, but it's true. Almost the entire pandemic time I stayed there because I thought the costs of living are the same as when I'm back here in my country. So I just stay there away from all the stress, the crazy thing going on, and I was chilling at the most beautiful place in the entire world, PP Islands, during the pandemic time. It's so crazy, and yeah, that will stay with me forever. It's a story probably when I'm not here anymore on this planet. Here it's on YouTube, don't know how long YouTube will last, but at least I shared the story with you out there, here on YouTube. The next thing that made it possible to stay there for such a long time was that because of the pandemic times, you could extend your visa again and again and again. So as I said, everything just aligned perfectly for that experience there. And then slowly the tourism really slowly started to come back. I even, and to make the entire story complete, I met a Thai girl there and we had some dates there. We even got some exclusive restaurant visits just for ourselves in a new hotel. We stayed up there, we got invited for free in a hotel with the most insane view up there on the mountain and had a dinner. It's unbelievable, the view, and I could stay up there in that second hotel because it was the same owner of the original hotel where I stayed, and it didn't cost anything, so everything was just aligned perfect. And yeah, I'm dreaming about it, still dreaming about it. Yeah, and that really happened, and that story should inspire you. It should give you and myself just some hope that the law of attraction actually really works big time. But on me, to be honest, in money-wise, it failed so much, because even if you go back to my banner here on YouTube, you go to my channel and you see the money goal that I wanted to reach since 2018, the year 2018, I never could reach it. If you saw my last videos or my latest videos, almost lost my flat because I couldn't pay the rent. And yeah, money-wise, it never worked for me, but probably because, and that's the explanation of the law of attraction, because that movie and the idea and all the love I felt stayed so deep inside me that that was the perfect, without knowing using the law of attraction, the perfect technique, without using a technique, if that makes any sense, to make the dream that stayed in there behind in my head come true. Because look at the pictures now and before. PP Islands are full of tourists, party people, too much alcohol. It's not fun at all. And the universe just gave the present for me and I took it. And that was the most important thing, to go there, have the guts to go there. It was so complicated and everything, but I did it. And that's, I think, for me, it's the most insane law of attraction story on the internet. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. I hope I could inspire you to chase your dreams. If you have any questions, also put them down there in the comments. And subscribe, consider to subscribe. You don't have to, but it costs you nothing. You can even like the video and it would support the small channel here a lot. Even share the video with someone, because as I said, the story is really a crazy one. Thank you so much for watching. That video was so much fun again to record. And yeah, see you in the next one, and